Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Odio, and I'm back today to do a Blu-ray review for you, and this is a great one. The Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition. Holy cow, what a bunch of awesome on one Blu-ray. Let's check it out. Hey, what's up everybody? What's going on? Well, let me tell you what's going on over here. I just checked out Batman The Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition. Holy cow, what an amazing Blu-ray. This is the easiest recommend of anything I've done. I watch a lot of DC animated movies. I kind of forgot about this one, but I'm getting into the old ones in the Blu-ray catalog, and wow, spectacular. This is an animated movie for the ages. If you haven't seen this, definitely you're going to have to check this out. I'm going to ruin a bit of it in this review because it is pretty old, but holy, you definitely should check this one out. So this one starts off with Peter Weller, RoboCop himself, voicing Batman, and Batman is a whole lot older now. This is the old Frank Miller comic that came out. It's kind of a one-off. It's sort of a contained story. Got a couple of things happening in it that I don't think would normally happen, but it's a one-off and it's a real good one. The Dark Knight is retired. He's been out of the crime-fighting business for about 10 years, and we're actually approaching a time where Commissioner Gordon is also retiring. He's hanging it up. It's been pretty safe around the city since the Harvey Dent Act and everything went through, but it's kind of starting to get bad again. There's a new gang in town, the Mutants, and they're not just playing. They slice and dice, and they all wear these visors, and they're led by this psycho-looking mutant guy who is huge. He's ripped. He's got fangs for teeth and ball. He's got one of those Joy to LaForge visors on. He is very cool and very criminal looking. But it is, like I said, Batman is older. So at first he's not actually fighting crime. He's he almost gets attacked once or twice. Looks like he wants it. But he's having trouble staying retired. And he's still suffering from the Wayne's death. You still get those flashbacks to his parents. He's got to be close to 60 in this, but still totally affecting, or maybe be older than 60, but it's still totally affecting him. Joker is technically around in this one too, but he's a non-responsive patient at Arkham, just kind of drooling, doesn't sweat or do anything, but they do keep going back to show him here and there, so I kind of think he's going to have a better part to play later on. But he's there, and who you really get to see is Harvey Dent, because he's getting released from Arkham. They've got all take his bandages off his face, and he's perfect. Both sides match. He actually looks great now. And he gives like a little speech and everything. Everyone's like, well, Harvey's going to do great. And then he just disappears. He evades the police and runs off. So he's going to be the first villain, I think. But Batman's still retired at this point. He just sees it all happening. He doesn't really do anything. But then he almost gets attacked by some mutants in the street. He gets into a car crash just driving super fast. And he's starting to have visions of bats coming back at him, right? Like, he is tired of crime going crazy in the city. He's like, you know what we need? Someone who can stop it. Alfred's still alive too, and Alfred's like, please don't do this. Or if you're going to do it, at least make sure I'm the beneficiary in your will. But after a little while in the movie, Batman returns. He decides to come out and start fighting crime. Oh, it's so good. You get a nice scene of him jumping with lightning going in the background. The music is so good. You really get into it. It's when he starts going, when he's like going into fight, and they show him fighting a bunch of street crime, and I love this. I really think more movies need to do this. Show Batman or whoever the heroes fighting street crime. Just a guy trying to rob someone. Oh, these people are trying to steal the stuff. Oh, this guy's trying to get a purse. Yeah, show those stuff. Show how he actually fights crime on a regular basis. But when he comes back, like, he's older and a lot thicker, and he's solving crimes in a very violent way, like breaking bones, throws one dude into electricity at one point, because he's older. He's trying to end the fights quicker, so his attacks are more severe. He even has trouble pulling himself up a rope at one point, so he's got a lower gas tank, but he's still Batman, and he's still quite angry, and he's, like I said, he's a lot thicker looking in this, and his suit even looks like bigger and bulkier, right? So it's pretty cool. So when Two-Face comes back, he's kind of the first big villain Batman has to deal with. They have to deal with like 2 helicopters at 2 tall buildings with 2 bombs because Two-Face. And then when he finally gets, and like the fights are so good. Like, oh my God, you feel the bones crunching. You can hear as Batman just takes out the villains. You're like, yeah, get him, Batman. You're old, but kick these guys. Like, take them down. It's so good. And you get the whole scene where when he finally defeats Two-Face, Two-Face thinks both sides of his face are just completely scarred. He's just totally lost it. Like, he just all the way gone now, right? Mentally. So Batman kind of feels bad for him, but he still has to stop the crime. But now that he's back, he's also decided, you know what? I'm going to have to deal with these mutants. And while this is going on, we get a nice little side. Robin is dead in this, right? Jason Todd, they're all dead. There are no Robins or anyone like that. There's no Bat family. But we do get Carrie Kelly. She's a girl, lives with her parents, and she's one of the people that gets attacked earlier, and Batman saves her. So she dresses up as Robin, and at one point she follows Batman. He decides, you know what we got to do? I got to deal with these mutants. I got to go and take down the leader of the gang and make the city safe again. Old Batman definitely miscalculates, though. He shows up to the mutants. They have like this little base in like a field or something. Oh my god, and he has the Bat Tank. He calls it the Batmobile, but it's a tank. It's a Bat Tank. And it's shooting out all kinds of bullets and stuff. I was like, wow, Bat Tank. Yes, I forgot you existed. There's like one scene in Snyder Cut Justice League where like Ben Affleck is standing by the tank. But in this, you get it. Fully operational, shooting bullets out, hitting people and everything. It's awesome. And when Batman gets down to fight the mutant leader one-on-one, he realizes pretty quickly he's old. This guy's not. They have a pretty good fight, but he's like, it's almost like a young Bane. He beats the heck out of Batman.
Okay, son, show me.
Batman throws his gooey stuff to try to escape, and the villain can't get it off his face. And then Carrie Kelly actually has to come out and save him. Throws him in the tank and gets him on the gyro healing board there. Gyro healing board. You know, just what they put him in the ambulance. I don't know why I said that. Then they go back to the house, and he says, like, no, Robin's coming with us. Carrie's coming with us. She's smart, young, and interested. And she starts being Robin from that point on, which is great. Her character is super fun. And it's nice to see old Batman with a new sidekick. Carrie is pretty shocked, though, that Batman lets her come. But hey, she's not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. She's all in on this. She wants to be Batman's partner. He even tells her who he is and stuff. Alfred, goes against it. But, at the end, Alfred always goes along. He likes the kids, right? So Batman realizes, well, he's going to have to take a different tactic to defeat the mutant leader. Oh my gosh, and the mutant leader gets thrown in jail. The mayor goes to meet him to resolve anything, and this guy just kills him. Like, what? There's so much murder in this. But yeah, he just kills him. And then a whole crazy scene happens, and basically Commissioner Gordon lets the mutant leader out. Why? To go fight Batman. Now this time Batman has a totally different plan. Batman has the whole area set up so that when the mutant leader comes down, he has to go through a bunch of mud. He's wading through the mud, and Batman fights him in the mud. Harder to move and slower, so it kind of removes a lot of the advantage that the younger, stronger guy had, because even though he's stronger, he's no longer a lot faster. And Batman just starts taking him down slowly, beating him, taking him out piece by piece.
It's an operating table. And I'm the surgeon.
And then he submits him and beats the heck out of him in front of his whole group. And then they all decide they're going to change their name to the Sons of Batman, which is pretty cool. And then you see some news articles saying like, how Batman's a psychopath and coming back and taking over the Sons of Batman is the bad thing to do. When all of a sudden you see Joker like, huh? What? Batman? And then he like looks at the TV. And that's technically the end of like, I think the first part, but this is the deluxe edition. So it's both parts in one. It's like 2.5 hours long. Quickest 2.5 hours of your life though. And when you go into the second part, it does have a little bit of a different tone and it gets they up the ante a little bit. Now in this second one, we actually get a couple of, I would honestly say, like top tier level fights. So first off, Joker and Superman are both going to be here, so yay. I'm going to start off with Joker. And like I said earlier, I've seen a lot of DC animated movies, but I have never seen Joker played this psychotically. It's Michael Emerson doing the voice, but wow. When he's in Arkham Asylum talking to the doctor, he just comes off as completely deranged. He's getting together some of his old crew with the little puppet doll. I forget the guy's name. He makes the dolls that they go and they shoot out the Joker gas. He runs into Harley Quinn at one point and mind controls her with this lipstick to get her to do some evil stuff. Because he's pretty much trying to start World War III. But he needs to get out of Arkham. So what he does is he starts talking to this guy, the same guy that he had seen on TV earlier, the psychiatrist. And he's like, oh, I wish someone would take me on a TV show so I could tell my point of view. And he's like, I think we could arrange that. You know, it's really Batman's delusions that make you so crazy. And Joker's like, yeah. But it actually is. You can actually see that Joker's doing nothing. He's just frozen in spot for 10 years. All of a sudden, Batman comes back. Boom, Joker's up. And now he's Crazy as hell. And like I said, he is super psychotic. When he goes onto the game show, not the game show, when he goes onto the talk show, it's one of the most psychotic things I've ever seen. He's like, oh, do guests get to keep this mug? He just smashes it and he just kills the doctor guy with him. These two dolls burst in, Joker gas flying around. Everyone just starts laughing and dying. Even the host of the show was like, whoa, movie, hold on now. That's a lot of death. Now, while all that's going on, in the second part, you actually see Commissioner Gordon retires, and the new chief of police is a jerk and just wants to catch Batman. So she has all these cops on the roof to prevent, because Batman's trying to come in and help and get the Joker. He has to fight like 100 cops. There's a helicopter and everything. Like, he just cannot do it. Like, there's too many cops. He can't win. And he doesn't want to kill the cops either, right? So he ends up having to escape, but Joker gets everything done in there. He kills everyone, goes on TV, clears out the whole building, and makes a run for it. It's nuts. And like I said, he gets Harley. He kisses her with this lipstick that mind controls, gets one of her girls to mind control a senator who tries to shoot nukes at Russia because there's this big fight down in Corto Maltese. Like, Joker was trying to start World War III. It was nuts. And then he goes to an amusement park. Because it's Joker. We're going to have to go to an amusement park. That's where he fights. When Batman finally chases Joker to the amusement park, Carrie Kelly is there too, Robin, and she has to deal with some of these little dolls that are trying to gas people. Batman has to go and he's trying to deal with Joker. And like I said earlier, Joker has reached a new level of psychotic in this movie. He's got a gun. He's just walking around, bang, boom, bang, random person, boom, bang, shoot them all in the head.
Excuse me. Sorry, beg pardon. Coming through. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Oops, my bad. Excuse me.
What? Why is he doing that? I have no idea. It's so crazy. Like, he's just the most nuts Joker you've ever seen. You couldn't even bring this guy into live action. It's too nuts. Random people. He ended up he goes to like a mirror place at one point. Batman chases him in there. Joker's like trying to shoot Batman, trying to get all the mirrors stuff. He ends up hitting Batman too. Boom, at one point with a bullet. Batman throws a batarang. It goes through Joker's eye at one point. Holy cow. Like I said, I've seen a lot of animated. This is the best Joker Batman fight that you're going to get, because it actually ends with a conclusion. So after they leave the all the mirror place, whatever like that, Joker's like running through the tunnel of shooting everyone in the face he can see for no apparent reason. I don't know why. And he's running from Batman. What's really epic though is when Batman catches Joker and they go at it in a fight in the tunnel of love. Wow. They're throwing hard punches. Joker's actually fighting back, and Joker realizes at one point, uh-oh, Batman is not playing around.
No more.
He's here to finish the job. And he does. Like, he punches him in the eye where the batarang is. He throws him against the wall, and he kills him. He kills the Joker. He's like, I should have done this a long time ago. Bang, bang, boom. Holy epic. It was so awesome. And then Batman's all messed up because he got shot and stuff. Him and Joker have like a final talk. Like, holy cow, it was great. Oh, I don't even think they could do this in live action, but man, that's a fight scene for the ages. Then Batman has to escape because the cops are coming. And of course, the cops hate Batman in this, so he's got to run. So now that we've done with Psychotic Joker, what we also get is Superman, who apparently now works for the government. I think it's like Nixon or whatever. He actually sends Superman to tell Batman, like, cool it, go back in hiding. Superman says to Batman, cool it, or they're going to send me back here to stop you. And that time I won't be so nice and we won't have a nice conversation, because they're kind of talking. And this is after Batman is fighting a literal girl with Nazi tits and a machine gun in a store trying to kill someone. And he's dressed up like an old lady. What? Yeah, this movie goes hard. It really does go hard. And then Superman says, like, you got to stop it. Like 10 years ago, we all agreed, we signed those things. And Batman's like, oh, did Oliver Queen agree? Because if you don't know, Superman ripped that dude's arm off. What? And then anyway, when he realizes later on what happens is, in Corto Maltese, the American soldiers are boarding, they're going to war, whatever like that. But they use Superman down there. And Russia don't like that. So they shoot a nuke because they're real sore losers. And Superman has to divert the nuke, but he diverts it above the United States. And when the nuke goes off, it's a giant EMP blast. Power is just gone. Martial law is declared. Superman looks super old, like he's dying, and he touches grass and like a sunflower and stuff, and it seems like he sucks the photosynthesis energy or sun energy out of that, and a bunch of the ground dies as he heals. I've honestly seen a lot of Superman. You can tell from the flag back there. I own a lot of comics and I've watched a lot of movies. I've never seen that in anything else. I don't know if it's just something Frank Miller decided, like, yeah, we're just going to do that for this one. So, yeah, I don't know what that power is, but I'm guessing because they used photosynthesis, he was absorbing sunlight, maybe. But anyway, once the EMP goes off, America loses power and everywhere goes into martial law and craziness. Oh, but not where Batman lives, because Gotham has the Sons of Batman, and Batman decides to go and become their leader. And he takes over that gang and helps them to become the police and run the city properly. And boy, does that make the government look like a bunch of doofuses, right? And they don't like that. So what do? They send Superman. And he's like, that's it, Bats. You're going down. And he like puts in the I-beam. Where? And I was like, wow, it's so cool. Like, they're going to fight. Like, I saw that movie, Batman vs. Superman, but this is like the real. This is like Batman versus Superman, like in animated form, which is honestly, this is how it should be. Then you finally get what the movie's been building to: Batman versus Superman.
Clark. This is between you and me.
Oliver Queen wanted into, even though he only had one arm. He's going to help out Batman. Carrie Kelly's going to help out Batman with the bat tank and stuff. And it's like an all-out attack on Superman. They're shooting him with missiles. They attack him with the tank. Batman's got like a sound gun.
We don't have to do this.
Sure we do.
And because of the nuclear winter, the sun hasn't really come fully out, and Superman was nuked, so he's not exactly at full power. Bruce is wearing like a powerful suit and stuff like that, kind of like the movie, but when he's fighting him, he's also having a pretty hard time because it's Superman, and Superman keeps telling like, Bruce, what are you doing? This only ends one way. Do you actually want me to kill you? And Batman's like, I wouldn't worry about that. And he like electrocutes him and like grabs his face. Ah!
You know what my orders are.
Your orders?
So cool. There were so many cool fight scenes in this. Like, Batman versus Superman is pretty cool. Like, I love this fight, and getting to see like a lot of the same weapons that he had used in live action, like that sound gun. All the missiles hitting Superman was cool, and the tank. And finally, you actually get Green Arrow shoots a bow with one arm upside down, hanging off a building, running from the cops. Still, Superman catches it. Kryptonite goes in his face, and Batman's like, boom, boom, just starts beating him down. Like, oh, whoa. And he says to him, he's like, Clark, I could have killed you. I want you to remember this right now. I could have killed you, and I'm not. This is how we feel every day. Now you know what it's like to be mortal. And then Superman looks at Bruce's heart. It's like, ka-dunk, ka-dunk, and it's failing. And it's like, what? Bruce, what are you? And then he dies. Like, Batman literally dies. So he kind of wins the fight. It kind of teaches Superman a lesson. Oliver and and Carrie make a run for it. But Batman's gone. He's passed on. And Superman's feeling bad about it. You even get to see them at the funeral later on. Superman's face is all swollen and beat up. But it was an epic fight and a really cool way to end it. But of course, you know, it's an animated movie and it's a DC comic book. So Batman is not quite dead. As Superman's leaving, he hears like, boom, like one heartbeat, and he looks back and he notices Carrie sitting there with the shovel. But he lets it go and he goes on his way. And that's what Batman said. He's like, I did that so you would leave me alone in the future. In all the years to come, remember who could have killed you but didn't. And then it turns out Batman's actually, he's alive. And he's going to start a whole underground network of the Sons of Batman, everything, and going to make real crime fighters out of all of them. So really cool ending. Honestly, this movie goes hard. The music is so good. Like when he's fighting Joker in the Tunnel of Love and stuff, the music that they have for the Joker, oh man, it's good. All the action scenes with Superman, the music is so epic. It just creates a tone that you're so interested. Time is flying by. There's so many interesting things happening. And the music just generates just really gets you going. You're really into it. Like, I cannot recommend this movie enough. This might be the best animated movie ever. I don't know. But I was obsessed with it. I love the serious, dark tone. Quickest 2.5 hours of my life. I recommend this to everyone and anyone. I'm going to give this a 9.5 on the odometer. And I gotta say, it's an easy recommend. Go pick up the Blu-ray. If you haven't seen this, you totally need to see it. It's where the Batman vs. Superman movies getting their ideas from. It's where a lot of the other newer things that you see come out are getting good ideas from. But This is great. I'd love to see them do this in live action, but almost I kind of wouldn't, because I don't think they're going to be able to do it better than this. The voice actors nail it. The tone is on point. The music is awesome, and this is a story for the ages. Check out Batman, The Dark Knight Returns Deluxe Edition, wherever you can. And thanks so much for watching this far, guys. I really appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.